Good morning, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jamelia. I am a second year grad student in the VCU Doctorate of Nurse Anesthesia Practice program. I just started my first semester of clinical rotations, and it's been pretty exciting so far. I love being in the the OR. I love being in the clinical part of this program. Um, if you've watched my first video, you know that I was just in the didactic portion of this program for the first year. So now all of this stuff is pretty new to me. I just wanted to make this video to talk about what it's like for me being an SRNA mom and having a family and having children to take care of and all of that, all while going to clinical, and what a typical clinical day is like for me and how I prepare for it, how I make the most of what time I have, and just how I prepare for my clinical day. I know there are people out there that feel like they wouldn't be able to go to nurse anesthesia school because they have children, but I'm hoping this video and whatever my channel in general will help people to realize, to see that it's actually doable. uh, I have older children, but there are some other people in my cohort that have some younger children, and they're doing just fine. It is difficult. It's probably a little more difficult than have not having children, but it is definitely feasible. So I just wanted to share what it's like for me and share my experience, and hope that it'll help somebody. Um, Hope that it'll help somebody see that they can do it. If I can do it, you definitely can do it. So I'm going to take y'all into my kitchen with me, because that's where I get ready. That's where I do most of my preparation in the morning. But take y'all into my kitchen with me, and I'm going to show you what I do in the morning to get ready for clinical. So I'll see you there. All right, y'all. So I'm back. So in the morning, I usually get up at around 4:15, 4:20 ish, so I can get ready for my clinical day. It takes me about 38 or 40 minutes to get to my current clinical site. So I just want to make sure I am ready so I can leave on time, so I can get there by 5:30. And I like to get there by 5:30 so that I can prepare for my cases, look all my people up, and prepare for each case for the day, and set up my machine and set up whatever airway I need to set up for the first case and all of that good stuff. So in order to do that, to be able to wake up on time and all of that and not have to worry about anything in the morning, I try to make sure my children prepare their clothes and stuff, and make sure their backpacks are right beside their beds, make sure that their laptops are charged and all of that. I make sure that they have those things ready at night, so they can get up and get themselves ready and put their clothes on as soon as they get up, and not have the excuse of saying, oh, well, I didn't know where my clothes were. So their clothes are right beside their bed. My clothes are ironed and laid out beside my bed at night, so I can get up and clean myself and get dressed and all of that, without any hassle. I put everything that I need for clinical, or I think I make need for clinical, like my stethoscope and my head bonnet, or whatever you want to call it. I forgot what you call it. And my compression hose and all of that stuff. I put that in my backpack at night. So, and my pen and my marker. You definitely need your pen and your marker. I put that stuff in my backpack at night, so I know that it is there for me to just grab and just go. Uh, so they make us dress business casual or whatever to the clinical site. So that's why I got to put my stuff in my, well, I would have to do that anyway, because we have to change into the OR scrubs when we get there. So that's why all my stuff has to be put in the backpack before I leave in the morning. When I get up in the morning, I make my breakfast, and usually breakfast I have is something convenient, something I could maybe eat on the way there, just in case I'm running a little late. Like, I'll make maybe a couple of boiled eggs to have a banana or a smoothie, or I'll make some avocado toast and have that something that's quick and easy, so I'm not getting behind or anything. I mean, they do feed us at this clinical site, but I do like to eat before I leave, so I am more prepared. Um, I, I come in here and I make my coffee in the morning. Whoops, sorry. I make my coffee in the morning. Make sure I have that because I definitely will need that. I At night I set my youngest son, and my kids are older. I have one that's going to be 10 and one that's going to be 15. So it's a little easier for me. I set my youngest son's um, lunch out that I packed for him at night. And whatever I need to put in there, like a sandwich that maybe I've made last night to be done, to be ready in the morning, I just grab that out of the refrigerator in the morning and I put that in his bag, put the bag in his backpack, make sure his backpack is right beside his clothes and his jacket. So he can't say I couldn't find my stuff, so I couldn't get to school, Mom. You know, uh, so I just make sure that they are prepared in the morning, so they can get up and go in the morning. Uh, they put themselves on the bus, so and we have neighbors that kind of help out too. So that is uh, a big convenience for me and my husband, because my husband, he works from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and then he'll switch shifts from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So, as I'm leaving, there's a little gap, and then he comes, and so I want to try to make sure that I am doing everything to make sure that we are all prepared, because he doesn't really have as much time as me to do these things on a regular basis. So another thing that I do in the morning is usually I am listening to our lectures from whatever lectures we have previously had, and that helps me to get some studying in on clinical days, because to be honest, when I get out of clinical, I'm so exhausted, and it's mentally and physically exhausted. I just do not have the energy to do much studying in the evening on clinical days. So in the morning, I try to listen to um, the lectures at least, so I can get something in on those days. Right now, we're only going every Thursday and Friday, so I'm sure I'll get more exhausted the as the uh, as the program goes on. But right now, these things are working for me, so that's good. And when I get home in the evening, I do still help my sons with their homework. I make sure that they get their homework done and all that good stuff. So I try to, if I'm going to attempt to study in the evening, I try to get their homework out of the way, making sure that all their stuff is done and out of the way, so I can really focus on what I need to do. Besides me being able to study when I get home from clinical, I'm also going to have to prepare a bunch of paperwork and stuff that I have to have submitted by Sunday. So I have to have a couple of care plans submitted. I have to have a reflection statement. I have to have my clinical hours submitted. I have to have a bunch of stuff submitted. Also, while being able to study for these tests that we have this semester, we have a test pretty much every week. If not one test, then two tests for two different classes pretty much every week. So I have to try to fit in some kind of way my studying, and along with getting my clinical paperwork in on time, and helping my children with their homework and helping them with whatever they need to do. Something that helps me with making the best use of my time also is I try to make dinner the night before for clinicals. So last night I made some baked chicken and some rice and I think broccoli or something, and I just try to make sure that's in the refrigerator. So when I get home, because my husband's not going to be home until like 8:30 or something like that. When I get home, I can just pop it back in the oven and warm it up, and I can just serve it, and we can eat our dinner, and we can go on about our night and get ready for the next day. So, everything I do is to pretty much try to be more convenient for me, because this semester has really picked up since we started clinical. This is really a faster paced semester. It's if you get behind. It's very easy to get behind. And I just don't want to do that. I just want to make sure that I am ahead of things, ahead of reading, because there is a lot of reading. I want to make sure I'm ahead of studying because there's a test or two every week. I just want to make sure. It's just a lot of information you got to learn. Um, so that is a typical clinical morning for me. I hope this helps someone. I hope this helps someone realize that they can also do this with children, even if you have little children, little kids. I have quite a few people in my cohort that have young children, and a couple have even have newborns. So it is definitely doable. So don't give up. Um, it'll be a little harder, but that's okay. We knew that nurse anesthesia school was going to be difficult. So just prepare for that. You can definitely do it if I did it. All right, until next time, thank you for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video. I would appreciate that a lot also. That would be a great help to me for my channel that I'm trying to build here. I know it's not much right now, but I'm trying to build this channel. So if you don't mind, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.